Hi guys, it's John Ryan Gonzalez here. We're giving you a quick update on the Battlefield 1 They Shall Not Pass DLC. We found some new images that have come up online, some concept art that has been leaked. Four images exactly. What are your initial reactions to this, Gonzalez?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously not the the game, but I like the idea they're putting forward with these images. Much more what you classically think of when you think World War One. You know, the classic trench
Yeah,
warfare, the French-German line, uh, the strain and horribleness.
yeah,
It's getting across the
that's cool.
atmosphere they want to create, which I think is interesting.
Important. Yeah, yeah. So that first image there, like you said, it's quite classical World War One kind of
Mm,
trench,
mm,
French-German line type of stuff. Looks pretty cool, pretty atmospheric. Obviously, the weather change is gonna be a regular thing here. This,
mm,
yeah, like you said, looks like a pretty standard World War One map.
yeah.
But I'm glad they're sticking with that, like you said. But it looks cool. That first image looks pretty cool.
Mm.
Mm, you can see down on the hills there, and you can see the fire in the background there. I mean, I'm getting this kind of St. Quentin Scar vibe from these. Not exactly, but maybe more trench warfare based, actually. But
It seems like
just
it.
in
It seems like it.
terms of keeping to that classical thing, no silly, like this is why this DLC is good kind of thing. Just like we're going to make some good basic World War One maps again, which is kind of why this game's done so well, I think. Anyway, let's move on to the second image there, which looks a little bit more morning. I can't really get much from this, but if your
Mm.
feet, I'm feeling like fields and
Similar
uh,
theme in the mud and trench. I think all these images reinforce the trench warfare as well as the image we previewed earlier. Uh,
yeah,
they also reinforce this trench theme, which I do know
mm,
some people were a bit negative about the game, is that it wasn't enough trench warfare. But I
trenches.
think there's quite
Mm,
a
mm.
few maps with like some decent trenches.
Yeah,
And
I
that
think
way,
so. I
and
mean,
then
we
we
see
can,
that at St. Quentin Scar in operations for sure, and at the beginning of Baller and Brit
yeah,
Blitz as well. There's a
yeah.
few little trenches there, not loads, but a little bit
Mm,
enough. Um, this feels like there's some serious emphasis on it, and then when you mix this in with, we kind of are pretty sure there's going to be this kind of fortress as well. I think it's starting to kind of come together as quite an interesting package.
mm.
Um, you know,
Hopefully the maps will have a lot of different terrain. And obviously, these types of maps I think will work best for operations. I'm excited to see what kind of progression they build into that with the new maps,
yeah, me
because
too, me
that's
too.
what's most
Uh,
fun is you're progressing through different environments.
yeah, that's what I mean. I think that's why that mode's been so popular. Let's move to this third image here. Where we've
Mm.
got the church, and it feels a little
Shirts.
bit more mossy. I mean, this feels a little bit kind of like this
Look,
could. I mean, this feels familiar. This kind of landscape to me for
yeah,
some reason. Not the burnt, trees and shit, but this kind of mossy kind of. I know this feels kind of British to me.
yeah.
Obviously, it's French, but it's that I don't know. It just feels familiar, which I quite like as well. It's feels realistic to me because growing up half in the fucking countryside and shit like that. So this is cool, man. With the church in the middle,
Mm.
ruined, and the fire in the fucking background. I mean, it's
Looks like a
atmospheric
lot of open terrain as well. I wonder
on
if they're
this
gonna do the
image.
thing where you have like the trenches on each side and then like open terrain, maybe some buildings
Mhm.
like this. But you know, it's
Yeah,
hard to say how much concept art will have, how much that will have to say for actual gameplay that we see in the game.
but if you look at a lot of the concept art I've been putting up, a lot of it's very similar. The
Yeah,
ball
yeah,
and
yeah.
Brits look similar.
I
I mean, it's
mean,
hard to tell,
I
but
mean,
like
it's
this
very
this
easy.
church will probably be there.
Yeah, it's very easy to be cynical about concept art, but the main point is that it's supposed to be representative of the idea they want to get across, and
Yeah,
so
exactly, exactly.
you can only assume so much. So I think like you might give them the benefit of the doubt so far. I'm looking forward to seeing some actual gameplay stuff from the DLC, which is
Yeah,
coming out in March, I believe.
yeah. DLC's coming out in March. I don't
March,
remember the
yeah.
exact date, but
So
um,
uh,
yeah, I'll be
yeah,
interested.
but
I think probably
I hope this is
January sometime.
representative of the style they're going for in this one.
Episode two. I don't know where these images have come from. I just know that they've been
These
leaked and they're
are
floating around the
official,
internet.
right? Yeah,
I think they
they
are.
say
Yeah. I
dice
mean,
on the
it
bottom.
seems like
Yeah.
I mean, they seem like they are. but then anyone could chuck this together. But
Well, I can,
if you look at the last image, well, no, you know what I mean. Like if you found this concept art, you could slap these logos on.
Yeah.
But if you look at the last image, this is looking in keeping with the concept art I've seen so far. I mean, it feels pretty actual to me. And this last image looks really, really cool. I do like the idea of this kind of in the middle of the,
Yeah, I mean, this is like running up the hill, isn't it? What I find interesting, talking about again, if concept art has implication for gameplay, will we be able to actually turn trees on fire? That'd be pretty fun. That would be pretty fun. I mean,
that would be cool.
There's a guy with a flamethrower and the trees are on fire. I don't know, but that would be pretty interesting. Going in line with, like, if you imagine you have a battlefield with trees. And
that would be cool as hell, wouldn't
it? In line with the destruction, if you could actually burn down, not like complete forest, but like a tree line or something, that would be pretty interesting.
Yeah, that would be fucking sick. I'm not sure I can imagine them doing that, but that would be fucking cool.
It would be cool. It's just again talking about the concept art and gameplay. That is what this seems to be suggesting, but it might just be an artistic thing. But the overall theme, I'm pretty sure they're going to go for this kind of thing where we have like probably lots of like branches and fallen down trees that you can use for cover, and all that stuff is fun. I think you see a small bunker at the top there. Reminds me a bit of what is it called? Argonne Forest? The Argonne Forest.
Yeah.
It reminds me a bit of that. Just a bit more grim. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit more grim. Cool. Well, that's it, guys. I thought we'd just talk through some of those images. Let us know in the comments what you think, if you've got any ideas of what else will be coming up. And we'll see you in the next one.